We had amazing conferences in 2023, phenomenal conferences in 2024. And now 2025, we're kicking it off with my amazing friend, my new friend, Monique.
But what I want to remind you today is so often you think that the circumstance is your enemy, the sickness is your enemy, the challenge you're walking through is your enemy, that person that's difficult is your enemy. But what I want you to remember today is the enemy, the true enemy, is the enemy. It's not your spouse. It's not your kids. It's not whatever. It is Satan, the enemy of your souls. He knows exactly the moments when you're tired and you're exhausted and maybe you're prone to losing your temper, or when you're alone, if he can get you alone. Yeah. So you have to recognize the moments that you are weak, and you have to pray against those moments. Doubt, even the slightest bit of doubt,
Jesus,
will derail you. Okay. If the enemy can put any kind of doubt, did God really say that purity is that important? There are times when you pray and you pray and you pray, and there are things that if they are not moving, you start fasting and you pray and you fast and you ask the Lord and you plead before the throne of the Lord, and you use the spiritual weapons, fasting, you use the spiritual weapons to do warfare, because there is demonic activity that is trying to take your children, that's trying to take your family, that's trying to take you down. And sometimes prayer is not enough. You pray, but you pray and you fast.
Since October, anointing his head with oil. Every night I was pulling out a weapon and I didn't even know it.
Wow.
And I remember praying this, that there would be no residue of this thing in his body, that there would be, and to hear the doctor say that there's not even a speck. He said, there's not even a speck of cancer.
Yeah. These are spiritual weapons. If you have been struggling and struggling and struggling, and you're wondering, why do I not have a breakthrough in whatever circumstance? You start implementing some spiritual weapons and see if your circumstances do not change.